Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on CMG VRX, Twitter, and GoPro, and a reminder that CMG has earnings tomorrow. We've got Twitter and GoPro later in the week. Definitely want to be aware of that if you are holding positions. So CMG today seeing profit taking, and that's not really surprising. We've got earnings tomorrow, and we've seen a 20% move in 5 weeks. When you see that kind of move to the upside, smart traders, in my opinion, are locking in some of that profit, if not all of it. And that's because earnings are a gamble. And if you have that kind of gain, why risk it? You want to lock in some of that when you are sure that you have that profit rather than gamble and hope that it's going to be a bullish reaction to earnings. So that's what we saw happen today. As soon as the bulls could not break 483.50 on a very bullish market day, high of the day was the open, we rejected, and then we saw a big time pullback on increasing bear volume. So we do have a consolidation underway. We filled the gap to 471.57. I would not be surprised to see a bit more further profit taking, at least to start tomorrow. 465.20 is support, 464.14, 461.70. So we'll see how significant that profit taking is. And where we stand now is if we get a bullish reaction to earnings, we're going to be looking up at 492, previous support, now resistance, and then 500. And if it's a bearish reaction, we're looking down at 445, where we built the base of support. And then the next level after 445, we'd be looking down at the mid 434s. So very interested in seeing how that earnings plays out. And again, not surprising to see profit taking after the move that we saw to the upside. VRX bulls formed a bullish reversal candlestick after hitting a new lower low today. That was down at 831, so we must confirm this bullish reversal candlestick with the green day tomorrow, and we have to break 878 to do so. Personally, I'm not going to touch VRX bullish. I'm just going to wait and scout for bearish entries because the upside has been so limited. The gains to the upside, or I should say the amount of movement we do see to the upside compared to downside action is really not comparable. So you're swimming upstream when you're trying to fight the trend, hoping that you get in for the couple days of upside, when in reality, the overall trend is very significantly pulling back time and time again. So we are looking for short-term upside, oversold bounce underway. The question will be how much upside can the bulls put together. Weekly time frame also needs to form a bullish reversal candlestick and get over exponential resistance in order to see any kind of upside. Twitter on the daily time frame finally got over the daily middle Bollinger Band, and that level is 1462 and now support. Resistance from here is 1482, followed by 15 psychological. So we have a bit of a trend shift here as well as we head into earnings. And same thing, I wouldn't be holding a position heading into earnings. I want to see how the reaction to earnings goes and play that reaction in one direction or the other. It's either going to be a move down towards the all-time low or a break for the bulls to break all these lower high resistances. Weekly time frame needs to see some follow through over these exponential resistances as well, and it will take a bullish reaction to the earnings report in order to do that. GoPro on the daily time frame, bulls showed back up. We established a new higher low of support at 871. We have earnings here Thursday as well. The 100-day moving average resistance has rejected the price 3 times in 2 weeks. That level is 904 and continues to knock the price down. We must close over that level for the bulls to see continuation to the upside, and we're in a very tight range where the earnings reaction, we're either going to get a bull break of 931 and look up to 956 and 974, or we're going to get a bear reaction and be looking down at 856, 834, 816. So we have plenty of resistances and supports in both directions depending on what kind of reaction we do get to earnings. But as we head into earnings with still 2-3 more trading days to go, the bulls definitely still have momentum as long as that middle Bollinger Band holds, and we did bounce 2 pennies above that level today. So bulls maintaining control in the short term, weekly time frame trying to close over the middle Bollinger Band, and again, it's going to be the earning reaction that dictates whether or not we turn that level into support or reject from it for a 3rd week in a row. So 3 earnings coming up on the list here in this week, and we need to be watching and, of course, cautious as to whether or not you want to be holding for those earnings, and that should already be established in your game plan. And I already know my game plan for how I play earnings, so we'll see how it all plays out. CMG tomorrow after hours will certainly be interesting, and we'll check back in as the reaction to earnings gets underway. Thanks again. See you then.